Green and company have the game. Michael.
Thank you, Mike. A Wednesday night in New York City. The All-Star break is almost here. Tonight, a matchup of New York's two NBA teams. Both have had difficult and challenging seasons, both with hopes of turning things around. It's the Nets and the Knicks from Madison Square Garden as we welcome you to NBA Courtside, presented by DoorDash. Julius Randle having the best stretch right now of his season, but the Knicks 3-12 in their last 15 games. Meanwhile, Seth Curry, in his debut with his new club, helped them snap an 11-game winning streak after that blockbuster deal. And good evening, everyone. Along with Mark Jackson and Jeff Van Gundy, Mike Breen on hand, Lisa Salters with us as well. Matchup of the Knicks and the Nets. Let's get started with Brooklyn. Before the season, Mark, they were the favorites to win it all. But right now, they're 8th in the Eastern Conference for a variety of reasons. However, they have this blockbuster deal, so now they have Ben Simmons, they have Seth Curry and Andre Drummond. How does this change their chances going forward?
Well, I love the pieces that they returned with the deal for James Harden. You talked about Drummond, you talked about Curry, but the highlight is Ben Simmons, his impact on the game of basketball. Let's not mistake this. This guy is a tremendous basketball player. His ability to facilitate, defend at a high level, and distribute the basketball. He is a playmaker and a welcome sight for Net fans.
Well, absolutely. I think they have a better chance to win a championship with this roster that they've constructed than the one they started the season with. And it's not because Ben Simmons is better than James Harden. It's because the fit is so much better. They need help defensively, they need help rebounding, and they needed help in their transition game. Simmons provides answers in all three of those areas.
Simmons, once again, will not play tonight. With more on him, let's check in with Lisa Salters. Hey, Lisa.
Hey, Mike. Well, Ben Simmons spoke to reporters yesterday for the first time since being traded to the Nets. He said it really wasn't one incident that led to him requesting to be traded from Philadelphia, but rather a buildup of things over time. A lot of things happened over the summer, Simmons said. I wasn't in the place where I wanted to be. It just got to a place where I didn't think it was good for me mentally. It is what it is. It happened. I'm moving forward. Simmons said his desire to leave Philly wasn't personal, not about any particular player or coach or team ownership. He said he did talk to Doc Rivers and GM Elton Brand before leaving. He acknowledged that he did not speak to Joel Embiid. Simmons said the welcome that he received with the Nets has been great, and that he can't wait to get out on the floor with Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant. As for when that will be, he said he's still not sure, but he believes he's heading in the right direction. Physically, he said he feels good, and mentally, he said he's getting there. Mike?
All right, Lisa, it'll be fascinating to see how he fits in with his new team. Meanwhile, the Knicks, they're in the 12th spot currently in the Eastern Conference, and Jeff has mentioned 3-12 in their last 15 games. It's a team that has underachieved, but they still have hopes that they can turn it around. Can they, and what do they need to do in order to continue playing after the regular season?
Well, they're only 3 back in the loss column from a play-in spot, but I don't really see that as a viable alternative for the Knicks. They're not playing as well individually or as collectively, and they're not as hungry as they were last year. And Mark, I actually think if they qualified, it would set them back because they would think they're closer to becoming a contending team than they really are. They have a lot of work to do on that roster in the offseason.
Well, you're right about that, but the one bright spot has been Julius Randle, looking like his old self once again.
And he is the subject of the greatest delivery, brought to you by DoorDash.
Talking about a 6-game streak of 25-plus points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists, distributing the basketball, playing at a high level. They need him setting the tone on the offensive end.
It has been a great stretch for Randle, but the team has continued their losing ways, trying to break the streak, get a win before the All-Star break. Curry trying to make it 2-0 with Brooklyn. All coming up next.
Just be ready to adapt. And, fortunately for us, we've had plenty of experience adapting.
Kaboom! Seth Curry, Drummond for the rack attack.
Randle for the slam. What you do, boys? Come on. Randle's isolated, devastated.
NBA Courtside on ESPN is presented by DoorDash, the official on-demand delivery platform of the NBA.
1, 2, 3.
To be